love in Haiti. Yes, y'all, we are on high alert today for the ground shaking. Let me fix this up a little bit. This is my guy E right here. Fonti Kembe pou mwen te manje
Ok.
sa. Se sa ka fe mwen. Um,
Encourage.
Se ou menm ni we ou swa se
Oui,
kamera?
oui. Ok, me virel.
Ok, pas de problem, pas de problem. Men nou la. We here, everybody. Welcome to Brother Love in Haiti, and we standing here in front of Haiti's Future Academy. Things is a little different. I didn't even walk in, but I had asked some things for my professors to do for the safety reasons because we are on high alert for the ground shaking in Haiti today. The ground been shaking for 2 days straight, so I want to make sure the necessary work has been done. Bonsoir, bonsoir, comment ça va? Now, as y'all see, we have these little students closer to the escape route. This is the students that's usually in the back, the youngest kids. So we make sure we put them close and we have adults standing by just in case the ground starts shaking so we can actually move them to safety immediately. So some of the necessary measurements that we taking. And this is bonsoir, comment ça va? Je vais bien, continuez, merci. Bonsoir, comment ça va? Je vais bien, merci beaucoup, continuez. So this is my time I speak French when I answer the kids. So you see things that switched around. We want to make sure that, we're not going to stop what we're doing because we don't know. Bonsoir, comment ça va? Okay, je vais bien. Merci beaucoup. Continue. And right here, we evacuated these premises right here just in case the rumbles do come. No kid is left right here. So this spot right here is evacuated. We want to make sure that all the kids is in the right direction. And the man that was that monsieur m'a parlé de avec yo, m'a montré yo gens nous séparer classe là parce que t'es absouké. Avec nous gain pour nous continuer travail nous. Parce que nous pas parce que nous pas suspend vivre parce que nous paie. So basically, telling them, I'm telling y'all about how we had to put the kids in different situations, change it up a little bit because the ground is shaking and we cannot just stop living. We cannot stop continue to do what we do because we living in fear. So, what did you want to tell me? Men, e banyo rete, oui. Mte nap tou bezwen banyo ave yo kote yo ye, si gen espas. Mba vle yo twa kole. So yo bon jan yo ya. Ok. Oui. Oui. So, merci beaucoup. Merci. So he did everything that I had asked him to do. What we really wanted to do actually is have the school ran out here. We was going to actually put the kids out here, but as you see, there's a lot of sun. Before the car was parked here, it was a lot of sun here, and we cannot put them in a situation where they are sitting somewhere right here and the sun is beaming on their face. That's inhumane. So we want to make sure that we on standby in case anything's going on. How my people's doing today? How my brother earns him shit not. What's going on? What's going on, my brother? What's going on? We here.
Un verre de terre dans le verre de son frère. Elle exagère.
C'est mon nous manger? Et vrai? Qui mange nous manger? They did bon? Oh man, the kids just had a wonderful spaghetti for lunch. And yes, of course it was good. Sometimes when I don't make it for lunch, I always ask the kids in front of everybody, did they eat? Just pop up on them. These little ones. We keeping people on standby. It's unfortunate what's going on in Haiti right now with the ground shaking. We don't know what's going on, but me, I'm extra cautious. I have to start paying attention to the details. So we did this, and but we cannot tell them don't come to school because we scared, you know. So we want to make sure we protect them. We put them in the best situation, but we don't know what nature holds. We don't know what nature is saying. So we're going to still continue to live our life. That's what God created us to do, to live our life. We're not supposed to be scared, living in fear, and not having no hope for tomorrow, not having no goals for tomorrow because we're so busy living in fear. So the job must continue, the work must continue. But we just on high alert right now, high on alert to see what's going on thus far. Let me see. Let me ask the question. Fweb, ou te sorti dans la ria? I mean, you was just on the streets. Ou te sorti dans la ria too? Est-ce que nous avons des mouvements tremblements de terre passé aujourd'hui en bas dans la zone là? Y'all bills on the streets. Did y'all hear about any earthquake happening today in the streets today? So he left earlier to come to work here, so he don't know what's going on. But yesterday definitely was an earthquake. But today, he's not down there. He really don't know. So, Ute Amba did, yeah, by way. So that means I'm asking him a question. He was down there yesterday. Est-ce que tu senti te asuke yet? Did you feel the earth shake yesterday? He said while he was sitting down, the chair was shaking. That's how hard the ground shook. It was a big, huge panic. Because what we experienced before in earthquakes is a big cause for concerns and panic. We got a God watching over us. We need a God watching over us because the earthquake is a big fatality. Man, so combien fois l'été souké l'hôtel là? How many times did it shake? Une seule fois? Okay. One time and one aftershock. Okay. Pour combien de temps t'es là t'as souké comme ça? How long did it last? 15 secondes, 20 secondes, 7? Couple of seconds, he can't guess. 10 secondes, 20 secondes, 30 secondes. Qui ça? Okay, 5, 6, 7 seconds. Okay. So, ou pas attendre aucune nouvelle? You didn't hear about no news? The earthquake that happened yesterday made a lot of people run. Right now, I got a friend that's in college in La Ville, which is the central place of Port-au-Prince, that the earthquake hit very hard down there. Okay, and he said, and it was while it was running, the earthquake shook the building so much that it locked the door because it kind of rearranged some stuff. Sabes o que é? If they didn't find another way to get out, they would stay stuck because the door was locked. Earthquake, fire. Okay. Them phones keep parler. Oh yeah. So right now, what we're doing, the job continue. We must work and we must continue to do what we do. But I'm giving you live direct emotions of the Haitian people at this moment. Earthquakes are something that's very serious out here that we do not take lightly. Since the 2010 earthquake that happened in Port-au-Prince, and now we just seen last year of the earthquake that happened. That was 7.4 or 7.2 if I'm not mistaken. So people are very aware of that. And to see an earthquake, even though it was 5.3 happening, and then the next day it moved higher to higher surfaces, it's a reason for concern. Because we are on the mountains. So we don't feel no shaking up here because we all stabilized in the mountains. But in the lower levels, it did shake. So I want to know, is this area earthquake prone? I mean, is this area earthquake proof due to the mountains? Let me see about this area. I'm gonna find out. So, ma pose une question. I'm going to ask a question. Le janvier 2010, tremblement de terre. Qui damage Thomasin te gagné? In January 2010, first earthquake. This area right here, what was the cause? How high was the damage? They gonna build a casa and build a moui dans zone là?
Thomasin sauté comme si de radio, presque différent avec quelques parties dans Haïti.
So Thomasin is, let's start this off. I asked him, did anybody die? Any houses broke? He said the ground is different from other places in Haiti.
Parce que c'est un terre qui vient en pile wash, et wash pas séparé, yo collé ensemble.
It's grounds with a lot of rocks in it. Grounds that's deep and they stuck together.
Ça veut dire puisque wash yo collé ensemble, yo pas séparé, il vient permettre à ferme, les gens on sait ce qui passe, qui fait moins de dégâts par rapport avec l'autre zone, genre.
Okay. So he said, man, no, the rocks is stuck together like a big rock, and it's not separate like little rocks. It's hard when it shake that it breaks because it's one big rock. So basically, when you're building your house around this area, you have to understand the ground here is just one big rock that you have to dig through and that you have to break from one surface. So, Uboko répond question. So you didn't answer my question. Est-ce que t'es grand pile kaikaze and pile moun moui dans zone Thomasin? Was it a lot of houses broke down and a lot of people died in Thomasin in the earthquake?
Le 12 janvier 2010, pas de pile caille qui était écrasé. Et en plus, pas de monde qui était mort dans le tremblement de terre. 12 janvier 2010 dans Thomasin. Et caille qui était écrasé, c'est des anciens caille. Caille qui vient en pile temps là qui était fait actif. Et what's actif là?
Okay, so he's basically saying that when that stuff happened, the earthquake happened, not too many people died, not too many houses broke down. Only the only houses that broke down is the old ones. And we got Lavelle Madden. My guy, if things are dire, close the school. Don't risk your life or the kids' life at risk. So now, let me answer this to you. Now, we don't have no warning. We just see stuff going. And the reason I decided to keep the school open is to protect the children. You know, if something was to happen, that they are supervised. The kids are supervised. If you look, we don't have another roof up here that's going to crash down on us. We don't have another roof that's going to crash down on us. So if something is happening, we have the people in place to protect them. Whereas if they was home, we don't know what they'll be getting into. We don't know who's there to watch them. We don't know who's there that take it as serious as us. We have them here to protect them, you know, to make sure that they're good. So, yeah. Very, very, very important. Thank you for your comment. Please press the like button on your way in. So, I hope that answered your question. I hope that makes sense to you, you know, because one of the bad things that'd be if something like this happened and you're worried about the kids, you're like, man, that's messed up. We could have did this. So we definitely here to do our due diligence to make sure that we protect the kids. And that's the real, man. You know, where they will be at if something like this goes on. Not to put my energy focus on that, like just speaking on that, but I'm just telling y'all what's going on for like the situation in Haiti right now. As far as the earth shaking, the reasons for concerns. And that's not going to make us stop living. We still gotta live. We still gotta live. But we have to be ready. This is why we practice fire drills now. We have to be ready for these situations. And growing up in school, we had a fire drill. So something goes on, there's already a fire drill in place. And sometimes things are brought to you because you need to think about these type of stuff. So we here located on Domanson, a nice mountain ground where if you have a right structure, the right pool, this stuff could stand. So let me read some more of your comments. You far the mic, so it's hard to hear you. Oh man, we can't hear you. Y'all didn't hear me? Anybody else watching, please let me know, was you able to hear me? Let me know, was you able to hear me? Because Mr. Lavelle Madden didn't get a chance to hear me.
Les plantes prennent naissance, les plantes grandissent, les plantes nourrissent et les plantes reproduisent et ensuite les plantes meurent. Donc l'homme, les plantes, les animaux, ces trois entités-là ont presque les mêmes caractéristiques.
And I'm about to show y'all some stuff just so we can see some stuff. Okay, very important, y'all. Now remember, Haiti is a mountain. It's one big rock. So that means the rock, it's one big rock. So that means the rock could just go down and you could build on the hill, you could build on the tilt. So I'm gonna show you the foundation of this place. The reason why we took them away from the back, because the back is I would say, not the least, but all this right here is foundation. You have to recognize what this house sits on. So it would make it hard to, you know? So this is all part of this foundation. And remember, it goes in a tilt. It's like a mountain that goes on a tilt. When you see your foundation is like this, that means it's strong, you know? But the back is the one that's more so not in danger, I would say. That will be the weakest point. But here, solid foundation. We hear when you holding the camera. This is the area that we evacuated from. This still solid and everything. But we want to make sure that the kids is not too off, and we want to make sure that they're away from these edges. You know, they're away from these edges where, if you look at the terrain, you see exactly what they're talking about. It's rocks, and you dig on it. See these walls? That's the support. No matter what earthquake come, that house is standing strong. So it's just about how you build your home also. People dig holes in the ground and build a foundation from the beginning. Okay, everybody, for all my peoples, I encourage y'all to keep this movement going, y'all. For this new location, y'all. Let's support this new location. Put these kids in a better situation, a better environment. Cash App, $ Haiti Future. Cash App, $ Haiti Future. And yes, just nobody kids being here. We making sure we keep our eyes on them. We making sure that they're safe. We're making sure that they are good. We don't want them roaming around the streets at this time. We don't want them being unsupervised at this time. We have a duty to protect them, just in case anything, to make sure that they are all right. Excusez-moi. Si vous avez fait des autres? Oh, they don't know their lesson. So that ça veut dire, tu pas étudier la caillou?
Qui qui pas de livre là, comme ça me fait, me copier le pour dans cahier pour la valeur 16 dimanche, à peine 4 qui gagne. Copier le pour me faire par parents pour faire étudier.
Et ça passe.
Et ceci m'apprend yo dans classe avant déplacer me t'apprendre yo leçon début là. Poser question tout ça pour si yo pas connaître. Yo là pour pouvoir.
So tout ti moun yo connaît leçon yo, seul élève ça yo qui pas connaît leçon yo. So everybody in this class right here know they know they work. These the students that didn't study, they work. Moi nous oui, mais changer figure nous, OK? Prends ça essayer, c'est mon là là kay nous aller étudier, OK? Faire leçon nous. Pas tant maman nous, pas tant papa nous pour nous faire leçon, OK? Non, yo tout qui comme yo même qui camper pour people's foi. Out of all the kids standing here, how many of them been there the most? Ça kembe ya? Misi? Misi ya ki wo wa? Parce que le même jour toujours ouais monsieur de yo.
Oui, pour ça. Quand on s'appelle les aria, il est presque plus fort tout le seulement les leçons pour qu'on gagne. Il fait la caille du va en bas.
OK. Écrit non yo. Si yo pas connait leçon yo encore, on va faire me connaître. Quel est votre nom yo?
Oui, m'appelle pour non, mais on l'a pour.
Oui. So got to be good cop, bad cop. We want to know who's studying. And I said, if when they got to stand up there because they didn't do their work. So now I told her, let me know for future references who are not learning a lesson, and I will personally deal with them. That should mean something to them. It's about a respect thing. So far, as we heard, the grounds wasn't shaking today, but we still taking cautious measures. But the grounds was not shaking today. I'd rather overthink than underthink. And the ground shook for 2 days, and it went higher up. My speculation, I'm going to think maybe it's going to come this way. And if it come this way, I got to be prepared for it. Because we can't avoid it. Got to be prepared for it. But I will say that we are ahead. How many schools are thinking the same way? Everything is still functioning normally in Haiti. This is just my theory, just seeing the ground shaking, and we gotta really just be on your P's and Q's in every situation. So everybody, I'm about to actually go. I won't keep y'all long. But let's continue to support this movement, y'all. Brother Love in Haiti, Haiti's future. Cash App, $, Haiti future. Look at this little kid sleeping in class. The baby of the school. Come on, yeah. Going for? Man, anytime I look into these kids' faces, man, I get inspired, man. Because just to be able to have them here in this room and giving them a chance to put on a uniform and going to a chalkboard and doing some work, it's amazing. It's a testament to God's will, And we're going to make sure that we are involved in shaping their future. I need to learn this so I can get my Creole skills up. This is Kevin, y'all. That's right, Kevin. Yo, Kevin is coming along. If y'all know Kevin's story, y'all knew that he was far behind with the curriculum. Yeah, Kevin. Bravo, Kevin. Yeah. So he's learning. He's coming along. He's practicing. He know his ABCs now, which is a wonderful thing because once you know your ABCs, that's the way you start learning how to read. And we fighting illiteracy in this program. We also curbing hunger. This is why this program is very important. Just imagine little Kevin, this is his first time ever coming to school in his life. And Kevin is about 6 years old, and his classmate is encouraging him. She gave him £1. Mais attendez, monsieur, non?
la toilette, la laver. Merde, voilà mon Yelika. Voilà mon Yelika.
I got a smile on my face watching this, y'all. Watching the kids come to life, watching the kids learn right before my eyes, and seeing their growth is definitely powerful. This is the reason that we fight, y'all. So when y'all look at them little ones, this is the reason that we fight. Bravo, bravo! Yeah, this is the reason that we fight. Eli mem about her. Eti mun sa yo, you can buy yo. Okay, that's right. They know they ABCs, which is great. But man, and these kids right here, they on the right track. They in the right grades, and they got the level to be there. This is the beginners right here for all the beginners. I don't care if you 10 years old, if you don't know how to read yet, you will be in this class. Damn, I just scratched myself. Yo, moi, te montre un bagage pour nous faire prudent, ok? Qu'est-ce qui s'est arrivé comme ça?
Yo commence à déclouer. Donc là,
Oui. So nous pour nous ranger là. Avec moi. So the kids is laying on it, so we're just gonna need some more nails. That's another little paint on it, and it'll be good. So not ranger ça, mais quand il y a ça, c'est ça qui va problème là. Après les boss là. On soit sur boss là, fait boss là frapper ça. Parce que nous pas besoin de ça yo même. OK? Parce que là il prend moins. Making sure that we fix everything. Back up for Haiti. Pour chaque Haïtien qui remet pays, merci. Et ça lié. And we got this right here. Emptied out. Don't scare the kids about earthquake scared, but we have to talk about it, show them keep the same tactics that we have in the school when they go home, and if they hear the ground shake, very important. So thank you everybody for joining us today. We're not even on for 30 minutes, but it's okay. Wonderful, powerful. God bless you all. Oh, I've got it there.